intro again.
Don't. Please don't. You really gonna do this?
Yeah, him. It's our show. We do what we want.
Oh my god, no. Not another freaking wrestling podcast.
Yay!
Like I said, I don't get people like me. So either you love me or you don't.
I love you.
I love you too.
Cody Rhodes is hot dog water solidified.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Not Another Freaking Wrestling Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm No Contest JD, and the joke's kind of dead at this point, so I'm probably going to end it after this week.
Wait, what joke?
No contest.
Oh. It's become such a thing. It's not a joke anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm Jake, and I'm trying to cash in my insurance claim about after I got hit by that cowboy-shaped truck last night.
And I'm sad you got hit by a cowboy-shaped truck. Shane Daniels.
Well, and I'm glad he got hit by a cowboy-shaped truck. Fuck, what did I say it was going to be last night?
Whimsical Will Diamond.
Whimsical Will Diamond.
Hey, everybody! It is Richard Jenkins, here with an extra special Secret Smart show. I've decided that I live here now, and you can't get rid of me. I don't know if you've noticed, I am now the owner of this phone call. You can no longer kick me out. I talked to my friend, Mr. Skype, who runs Skype.
You talked to Jeff Skype?
Yeah. I went to school with him, so he put me in control of this. So welcome to your long haul of torture ever since y'all killed Blouse. So
that's a very big accusation there.
The bus killed Blouse.
And y'all paid that bus. I've seen receipts.
Oh.
That bus was not supposed to run at that time, and I know that Shane held it up saying, no, I have to go see my father. He is a long way away over in the Big Show house. And then JD was all like, oh, I have a baby. And then y'all delayed the bus right as when you knew Blouse would be driving down that road in his Segway for the podcast. And then Jake paid the bus driver an extra 50 cents to gun it through that intersection and kill him. It's all on tape. I know what you've done. This is your punishment.
Him podcasting while driving a Segway had nothing to do with it.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Him segwaying while podcasting had nothing to do with it?
There's no laws against that. That's perfectly legal.
I'm just glad now that I can see your face when the tax show happens, I can punch you.
You can't punch me if you're busy shaking hands.
He does make a good point. Your hands will be a little bit occupied.
I'm definitely going to be texting people from home to let them know to shake your hand.
Thanks for your service, I guess.
He's just going to start beating you with the people that are shaking his hands.
Yeah.
I mean, I have seen Shane throw motherfuckers at other motherfuckers. I've been that one motherfucker before, so.
I've been thrown by Shane, I can confirm.
Well, he's
one time I saw him shoot a police horse.
Only I could get away with that.
I shot one earlier. I was playing Red Dead.
God damn. Where did this podcast go?
Well, we have an exciting episode lined up today. We're going to talk about TWE, which we went to. It was a delightful time. I heard that RoboCop, the game, came out, so we'll chat about that.
Jenkins, edit. You know we've already laid out the show. We have pressing things to talk about. We have possibly the biggest news of the year. That's big right. Dogs
NXT went to CW.
But the big dogs are coming back, Yadi. He's got new belts on the way. He's going to book whoever the fuck he wants, whether they're aware of it or not. IWA Mid-South is coming back.
So you're saying CM Punk finally has a home again?
Damn straight he does.
I'll allow that conversation to happen this episode. What else do y'all have?
I mean, we have
one topic. That's it.
That's it. Just IWA Mid-South.
No, y'all have to talk about something else also.
How about that cocaine spot?
Perfect. I like this one.
So this is a good segue to the NXT conversation too. So, oh my God. Apparently Billy Corgan thought he'd have his old roster be rock stars and do a cocaine spot and literally blow away their chance.
Not even, it was the roster. It was fucking Father James Mitchell and a bunch of dancers and a gimp.
Well, if I was booking it, that's how I would have done it.
Sorry, put some slight respect to his name. Gags the gimp. Who, mind you, had also just lost in a really convoluted opener. And it served no fucking purpose. Because out of curiosity, after seeing the clip, I thought, if he made the call for this spot to happen and it blew the whole deal, surely this served some kind of grand design. No. The only true grand design was in the segment earlier. Father James Mitchell was already really fucked up. So obviously to make it through the remaining matches, he needed some coke to stabilize himself.
Was that actually coke?
You think the NWA could afford cocaine?
It was gimmick coke. It was gimmick coke.
I think Billy Corgan could.
Billy Corgan probably still has some just laying around from the melancholy days.
God damn, if it's been laying around that long, nobody needs to be doing it.
No, that record's too sad. They couldn't have been on coke for that.
No, but they have all that money from it.
I mean, even if it was faked, he looks like he really has practiced that a lot.
I mean, anyone in wrestling has done cocaine at least 4 times. Wow. But yeah, they blew the fuck out of that CW deal, which I'm just dumbfounded that A, they were going to pay millions of dollars to the NWA, B, that they decided to go with NXT, but most importantly, why would they not throw that at another season of Riverdale?
Because the Riverdale kids want to move on.
They can eat shit.
Now the Riverdale kids got into trouble for coke too.
So? They don't do real drugs there. They do jingle jangle and fizzle rocks.
It was gimmick coke, just like James Mitchell's coke. Gimmick coke.
Well, look, the Southside Serpents would not deal in that kind of stuff, bud.
No, they would not.
Gimmick coke?
Well, I think also the catch is that they needed something even gayer than Riverdale. And so that's why they went with NXT.
If we're being completely honest, there's nothing more homoerotic than professional wrestling.
Yeah. Riverdale danced around it.
Have you seen Supernatural?
Oof.
It's a little too homoerotic for a show about brothers.
I don't know. Have you ever seen the whole Arrowverse?
Unfortunately, yes.
Point. Right there. Nothing says homoerotic like running around in a gimp suit.
I don't think you understand. I'm a connoisseur of the CW.
I thought you were about to say you're a connoisseur of homoerotica, and I'm like, well,
that's.
I mean, yeah, I watch a lot of wrestling too, but. Which, speaking of homoerotic wrestlers,
Jayke had a match this weekend.
Anyway, real quick though. God damn. Real quick. This NXT deal. Why did they throw this much money at NXT?
I don't know. It's definitely not worth it.
No, because if you look at what Fox says, they didn't even make their money. They didn't even make a return on investment.
And CW is bleeding money right now. That's why they're finally dropping all these DC projects, because they're fucking money holes.
I feel like, man, that channel's just had a history of problems.
It's had a history of gems and bangers.
You know why it's had a history? You know why it's had a history of problems? Because it keeps making DC content.
How dare you, first of all. Secondly, it's never been the same since it
Smallville
was
was
UPN.
drizzling shits, okay?
Smallville was the drizzling shits.
But it went
I
on
never
for
watched
how many
Smallville.
seasons?
Like 10, I think, 10 or 12.
There you go.
I mean, y'all forget
And then
how
they canceled
massive
Roswell
that
for
show
3.
was, though.
Smallville was huge. I mean, I think the thing is this, is that I think CW is the most basic of like TV shows that can possibly exist. It's just lowest common denominator.
They made
Across the
Riverdale.
board.
You are factually wrong.
And so I think that's why most of their shows are very bland.
It's the new UPN.
I mean,
it literally
true.
is UPN.
Yeah. But at least
It literally
UPN
is.
used to have Martin on it.
But I will not stand for slander against Martin Lawrence in this house.
No, I
Well,
think at
He's
least they have.
not. He's
No, I'm just
Praising
saying
Martin
preemptively before anyone says anything bad about Martin Lawrence. Watch it.
If you were watching wrestling this week, or WWE, I'm sorry, you noticed we had a pair of heel turns on SmackDown. Santos Escobar has turned on Rey, and Asuka has joined up with Kyrie and crew.
I told
Is
you
Rey
there was
Mysterio
gonna be
not
more.
in the running for the world's stupidest professional wrestler? He's right up there with Sting because he gets turned on constantly and never sees it coming.
I
He's
mean, with
right up there with
Santos,
Sting.
totally. But I don't know. He's had a lot of tag partners that never turned on him. Robert never beefed with him.
Dude, because Rob Van Dam was too high to turn on him.
That checks out.
And
had a
it was
negative
his
interaction
own
with
fault that Batista turned on him.
I mean, his own son turned on him.
Because
Like
he's
I said,
a
he's
bad parent.
right up there with Sting.
Well, that's what
That
happens
time
when
that
you're a
Flair turned on
deadbeat
Sting,
father.
He's like, "Don't you swerve me, Flair!" And then what happened? Flair fucking swerved him. Like he knew it was coming, and he did it anyway.
He had
Speaking
to
of
out
Flair,
of principle.
why the fuck did AEW bring him in?
I don't know.
Look how great we are. Look how much we care about our people. Oh, we brought in an accused sexual assaulter. No worries, people. Don't even think about that.
Well, they were really lacking on people that could cut promos that sound like they're drunk the entire time. So Ric Flair brings that real, drunk in the middle of the day energy, and I like that.
Yeah, it was either Flair or Sandman. Take your pick.
I'd rather have Sandman.
No, I'll take Flair.
No, actually, yes. Give Sandman a live mic on
Yes.
TV for 10
See?
minutes in 2023. That sounds like some fucking good-ass television.
Yeah, it does. Some people are gonna leave with feelings hurt, man. Sandman gets a live mic.
No, Sandman's just gonna bullshit and talk about nothing and then leave.
Also, that I'm down for that.
That's my kind of promo.
It'd be
You
like
guys all
WCW
know
in the
how I
2000s.
fucking hate Sandman.
Oh, Sandman's the worst, but Sandman is. I love Sandman for all those like 2000s in era YouTube shoot interviews.
Yep.
Because he was
Bizarre
hilarious.
video or whatever.
That one little white dude with the suit jacket.
Yeah, that guy.
Like the one where he was telling that story about how he literally pitched a run-in while he was in Japan, and he said, "You Pearl Harbor him."
Jesus Christ.
And
My
Paulie just
God.
goes like white as a sheet and was like, "Oh God." He said it to Onita of all people.
Oh,
All
man.
right.
Maybe the brain damage caused by wrestling should be like more talked about, because situations like that just shouldn't happen.
And let's move on to our next topic. Cody's in War Games.
Why?
Mostly because we wanted to get off the topic of brain damage. We shouldn't talk about that.
Easy answer. Nepotism. He's there because
Cody's in. How is that nepotism?
His
so
fucking
they can
dad's
play the
ghost. with him.
tagline. He's in his father's invention.
But honestly,
His dad is Dusty Rose.
Yeah, you
Okay.
didn't know that?
no,
Did you not
no
know
shit.
that?
So that's fair and all, but
His
like he's
brother
also
is
like the top
Dusty.
baby face on Raw. Like, who else are they going to put in that War Games spot?
Fucking Alpha Academy?
I would fuck with that, though.
Sami Zayn and Alpha Academy versus Judgment Day. Tell me that wouldn't be a banger of a match.
Are we including Akira Tozawa?
Yeah, isn't he a part of the group now?
He is now. He's the best part of the group.
He actually has more titles than Undertaker in WWE. So there's that too.
He held the 24/7 belt that much?
Mm-hmm.
Not surprised, honestly.
And he had that cup of coffee with the cruiserweight belt.
They wasted him for those 24/7 days. That dude is putting on banger fucking matches right now. Him and Noam Dar went at it on NXT, and it was fucking great.
Yeah, poor Tozawa. He's so good, and they don't do anything.
And they had a fantastic match on NXT. But anyway, War Games. Why are we including Seth Rollins? Because that means we have no world title matches on this entire pay-per-view.
I wonder what that could mean.
I wonder what that could mean, JD.
Are we definitely going to cash in?
110%.
How are they going to do that in the context of War Games, though?
Who cares?
They hand the referee a briefcase, and then the bell rings, and then Seth Rollins gets pinned.
Are you not familiar with how this works, JD?
Yeah. No. What I'm not familiar with is how to do it in the middle of the War Games match, or are you gonna do it after the War Games match? Okay.
Wait till he gets fucked up, and then fucking do it.
No, you double whammy it. You jack off Cody and give him his win, and then immediately afterwards they get jumped.
Do we have to?
Unfortunately, yes. Cody must come.
Bodega boy.
So we get a Damian Priest world title run, or we get a Finn Balor world title run?
I don't care.
I would prefer Finn.
I want neither.
I want Finn to get his fucking revenge on Seth Rollins' bitch ass.
And that's when they take out Damian and add JD.
Oh, Jordan Devlin is the world heavyweight champion. Let's kill the fucking company.
I forgot they changed his name, and I'm like, wait, why JD?
I was confused also.
I consistently forget he is JD. Was it McDonough?
Yeah.
McDonough, yeah.
JD McDonald.
Why did they change that? He looks like a Jordan Devlin.
Because Jordan Devlin was, if you search Jordan Devlin on Google, you got results about speaking out accusations.
Forgot he was a diddler.
Did he really do that? Was that him?
Yeah, that was
he was accused. Him. Yeah, he was accused in the speaking out allegations. I don't remember what it was about or what he was accused of.
It was rape, and he immediately was like, I'm suing the fucking brakes off of you. Which is always a fun look.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why they renamed him JD McDonough, because Jordan Devlin did not present good search results.
Well, that's fun.
They could just not use him.
You know, there's that too.
Shift gears. It got awkward. Shift gears, quick.
Will, what do you got this week?
Well,
that's your dance song.
Big show
was on commentary, and he said hardly anything, and then just got stared at by Don Callis. I'm fucking sick of this Don Callis feud. Everything about it is terrible because it's just a Don Callis and Chris Jericho feud, and they are cyclones that just suck in every ounce of star power from the wrestlers that get thrown into it, and then the feud is done, and the person involved is now worse off or in the exact same position they started in. And now it's just gotten to the point that Chris Jericho is eating up a Golden Lovers reunion. We still haven't had a tag match. They haven't even said the name on TV.
Question real quick, because you described the Don Callis feud, but you also described the Chris Jericho feud. So which one's getting it here?
Both. Now Don Callis is doing the same thing as Chris Jericho, but really they're just feuding with each other, and then they have background set pieces of the Golden Lovers and Hobbs, Takeshita, Fletcher. Sammy Guevara's, I guess, hurt right now. Now they've got Brian Cage on loan for the Yakuza street fight next week, which there better be some kind of Majima shenanigans during that match. Otherwise, why are you having a Yakuza-sponsored match?
They just have to play Baki Mitai the whole time.
I want someone to get hit with a bicycle.
Bro.
Tank's not there.
I'm in now. The Ghost of Dusty approves.
But with both Jericho and Don Callis, looking at who they've had thrown into their orbit in just the last year, with Jericho, you've had Daniel Garcia as one of the main pet projects, quote unquote. And then with Don Callis, you had Takeshita, and you had the feud with Omega, which started out great, and then the further we went along, the more it meant nothing, despite having back-to-back wins over Omega, which translated to fuck all. Daniel Garcia is managed to find himself fucking lower than before. Like, I feel like they really dropped the ball by not having it. They didn't need to have him join Blackpool Combat Club, but when they were doing that stuff with Garcia and Danielson, he needed to leave the group.
Yeah, they missed the boat with Garcia on that.
So bad.
Yo, and he would have been such an upgrade over Yuta.
A massive upgrade over Yuta. I wanted to like Yuta when he first started getting that AEW momentum. I liked the storyline of him coming into the group, but I wasn't the biggest fan of him on the indies. Yeah,
that was the last good thing he did.
Last year has been bleak for Yuta. He's just
getting the shit made out by Claudio.
Yeah, he's just a pin guy for the Blackpool Combat Club because everyone else is actual top stars. He's fucking Yoshihashi for AEW now.
Oh God. Here he goes.
Yeah, that was a big fumble with Garcia. He would have been much better off leaving that group.
Well, and Garcia is still young enough that there is more than enough time to rebound with him. I kind of like what they've been doing with his little singular storyline. But Takeshita, to go from obliterating Ishii and Omega consecutively to, in your own home promotion, losing to Chris Jericho in a match that wasn't even promoted by AEW or acknowledged.
What?
They never fucking once brought up the fact, oh, hey, by the way, Jericho's going over to DDT. DDT obviously promoted it. It was for their big show of the year that was already a stacked fucking card.
Isn't that like AEW's thing, though? Is like, hey, all wrestling is connected.
Yes, but they've gotten really bad about that. The only company that's actually good is fucking TNA.
Impact.
TNA has zero problem carving out a couple minutes of their episode to promote their guys going over to New Japan or wherever. They'll even be like, hey, here's some snippets from a match that the Machine Guns had at Revolver. But I don't know, I don't know what the fuck they're doing, and I'm getting fucking sick of Jericho. And they had a great match, him and Takeshita.
You're getting sick of Jericho?
Yeah, you're just now sick of him?
I keep going back and forth.
Fucking long
he has these weird ass random moments where he starts to kind of dial it back in, and I'm like, okay. But the last 2 years especially, he has done zero favors for any fucking wrestler he's worked with.
Action Andretti.
In the fucking pits of Ring of Honor. And I love Ring of Honor right now. Their last several weeks have been consistently really good ass TV. But Action Andretti.
Speaking of Ring of Honor TV, what about Samoa and Joseph?
Samoa Joey. Why?
What the fuck? He can have both titles. It's not against the rules. Literally not.
Is it not against the rules? It makes no fucking sense to drop your ROH belt to go for the AEW World title when the AEW World Champion has an ROH belt. But I think I've cracked the code.
What do you got?
They got little G1 AEW blah blah, the Continental Classic that they announced on Collision. First announced entrant is Eye Patch Danielson. I will bet Richard Jenkins' house that Samoa Joey's winning that tournament.
Okay, first of all, you can't bet my house. I have a new roommate who's paying the bills. So
I'm betting your house. So
I have to run it by Steve first.
No, the contract is signed. The ink is dry.
Damn it. Steve, start packing up.
You got to get better at this legal stuff, Richard Jenkins.
Well, I'm sorry. The last lawyer I hired was completely incompetent. So.
Hey, how you doing?
Wait. Shane, are you busy? You wanna be on retainer? I can pay you in bologna sandwiches.
I don't like bologna.
No, it's like
Thank you.
Bologna. The bologna,
the
chicken pork beef one.
I'm sorry.
Fried bologna is good.
Lobster over here, bud.
No, because fried bologna sucks just off the fact that when you fry it, it screams.
It does scream. So, going back to Samoa Joseph, my big problem here is that after how long was the reign? 537 days?
Something like he beat Jay Lethal's record, and that's what matters most.
Yeah, so he's the longest reigning ROH champ, and then he just surrenders the title instead of putting over Keith Lee in a classic match they had right before that.
I'm just
why
pissed.
did he not? Why did they put over Keith Lee or any of the other people in the last few weeks that it would have made sense to drop it to?
Because
you want to know what's wild?
Look.
I'll bet you fucking Richard Jenkins' car that Shane Taylor, the last pay-per-view challenger for it, is going to be the one to win the tournament for the vacant
That
belt.
will make it such shit.
Okay, first of all, my car is actually, I'm borrowing it from Steve right now. So I have to run that by him also.
Sugar Daddy Steve?
I mean, he's paying like 175% of the mortgage. It's fantastic. So all I have to do is walk around in like a little bikini cut underwear from time to time around the pool. Worth it.
Nice callback to that conversation we had last night, buddy. Thank you for
that. So yeah, I don't get the Samoa Joe thing. I'm still aggravated about that.
Could it be, and hear me out on this, that they don't know how to book shit in AEW? Could it possibly be that?
No, because Tony Khan is Booker of the Year. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell that to Juice Robinson and the roll of quarters.
I mean, I don't know why y'all are second guessing. I don't know why you're second guessing AEW after the string of great decisions they've made with the whole CM Punk thing, and then bringing in the hot young talent Richard Flair. Like they're just banging all cylinders.
Don't forget about Crypt Keeper Edge.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie, but Skeletor was cooking during that trios match with the Righteous and Lance Archer.
Skeletor.
How are they gonna bury the Righteous and Lance Archer in their first match after they put them together as a group?
Because Edge.
Oh, I mean, that was the point, was to feed them. You can't. That's the problem with Sting, is Sting hasn't eaten any losses. So I'm as much as
that's
I
fine.
love
Feed
those
them another
three,
trio.
Are you going to give Sting's first loss since coming back from retirement to the big man from Team Tremendous?
So look, not a problem. I get that, but don't feed them to them. Feed them another trio. You got other trios you can have go under to Sting.
No, I thought it did its purpose of Lance Archer is already a made man, and everyone on the babyface team is. The real point of that match was to elevate the righteous, and I think it did. The crowd were eating them up. They even got their own entrance separate from Archer. The crowd be snapping with them.
Yeah, I'm not fond of the way they bury new teams immediately. I mean, WWE does too with the Street Profits and Bobby, so.
Bobby deserves 4
Well, you got to get the nostalgia pop by getting the old guys over.
I was talking, I think it was to Will last night, that it seems like increasingly promotions are just being very short-sighted with the way that their book is up. They just want the quick pop, the quick reaction, and long-term storytelling or even future longevity seems to be something that they're not even considering anymore. And I think that with AEW constantly letting the nostalgia guys get these wins so that way they can do their little victory laps, they're not realizing that they're undercutting all the fresh talent that they're bringing up. I mean, they hired, 1,000 wrestlers in the last 2 years, and then they keep on having them go under to all the old timers instead of letting them get like, oh, hey, you had a great match against XYZ Hall of Famer. You know, you got to win over it. That's good for your resume, for your pedigree.
Ooh, because TNA can never die.
Oh, look at that. A salient point from Richard Jenkins. Who would have thunk it?
See, I'm more than just a pretty face, boys.
It's just.
He's also a hairy ass.
That is true. But yeah, I mean, like, why? I mean, y'all work in wrestling. You know, I'm just a guy that goes to the occasional show and used to watch religiously as a child. Why is this becoming the push now? Why is it cheap pops, quick pops, fuck the story, and let's not, build?
Basically,
You want to know why?
The rate of TV goes so quick.
That and there's competition between the companies again. So they're trying to get the quick pop and pop the ratings.
Yep.
But it's going to.
That's what happened during WCW. I know that's what happened during WCW during the Monday Night Wars. Constantly.
And it's literally what killed WCW.
Haven't people learned their lesson?
No.
Evidently not.
There's a whole DVD about it.
People who don't remember the past are doomed to repeat it.
I'm not saying that wrestling people, like promoters and that, should listen to fans, because if there's one thing that's awful, it's wrestling fans.
Nope.
But sometimes, if you have enough people going, hey, like let this hot new talent that was sizzling when they came into your promotion, like let them keep growing instead of just undermining them every time.
I know they'd rather feed them to fucking QT Marshall. Don't go there again.
Don't go there again.
I haven't seen him in a minute.
They buried him in Mexico.
Where's John Television?
Who?
Oh, Johnny TV.
Who the fuck is that?
He
John
was
Morrison.
with QT for John Morrison. He was with QT for like 30 seconds and a cup of coffee.
He had the good sense to get away from him.
No, he's still stuck there.
What is he doing?
Starring in Wrestle Madness 2.
Not being on television, so he should change his name.
It's fucking chilling.
Johnny House Show?
Johnny Dark Match.
Not even.
Johnny Developmental.
So, Will, explain to me how WWE lost out on getting Sari to a unheard of promotion that's literally a startup.
Fucking Sukuban coming out of nowhere to sign Saray is the wildest fucking shit. That is the most chaos pick for the bingo card of the year.
Did not see that coming at all.
I don't know how they did it. I don't know if there is actual money there. Everything about it screams Arrow Lucha all over again.
So, I heard some speculation that maybe it's not an exclusive contract and she'll still be able to do other stuff outside of it, which maybe WWE could still then sign her. But they're not going to let her go and work for this other company But like, I don't get the speculation. I think it's a huge miss that they didn't get her.
I'm so glad they didn't. So glad they didn't. They fucking wasted her the first time. What gives me any faith that they'll do better the second go around?
I don't know. Maybe seeing Asuka, Kairi, and Io Sky all together in the ring.
So, what do they have to do with each other than they're Asian women?
Yeah, that's racist, JD.
I mean, Kairi and Asuka tagged together in WWE beforehand and in Japan.
I mean, those two, yeah, but
I've known both of them forever.
There's no need to throw her with that, or throw her to the warehouse again, where they will inevitably put her. She needs to go wrestle in skate parks and do cool shit, because I looked at what they're setting up for her debut show, and it sounds cool.
What are they doing?
Joshi shit. Tune in to find out.
That's all you need to know. Joshi shit.
I hope nothing but the best for them, but there's a 0.01% chance that this company will succeed.
So we had a TWE event last night that 2 people attended and 1 person doesn't remember. Let's hear about it.
So yeah, I don't remember a damn thing about it.
Well, you did coin the phrase, I just like to watch my friends fight while I'm drunk, so.
Makes total sense then.
No, it was a fucking banger of a show. Good old Jake got ran in by the king of Iowa.
I didn't know Iowa was a monarchy, but all right.
I didn't know Iowa. I mean, who wants to be king of Iowa?
People from Iowa.
Cornfields.
They've got a college football team and like 3 goats.
Elk.
Got a good wrestling team.
And they got a good wrestler in the one called Manders.
The only good wrestler to ever come out of Iowa.
Oh, also Slipknot, yeah.
We could just leave them in the early 2000s.
Well, I was just burying Seth Rollins for a minute.
Boy. Fuck you, buddy.
I was just burying Seth Rollins for a minute, and Manders is the only good wrestler to come out of Iowa.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about that dude.
Now, Manders, man, I'm not going to lie. I used to think Manders was one of the most overrated fuckers I'd ever seen.
You did say that a while back.
I've said that many a time.
You were very salty that he won the tournament.
I was.
Yeah, I remember that.
The time span of him winning SCI to now, he has really fucking won me over. Mostly with his stuff in GCW and MLW, but he's had a couple little hop skips down to TWE, namely to beat the shit out of our favorite twink Jake.
To be fair, the match was about 70-30, 70-40, 60.
Yeah,
whatever.
but
doesn't make sense.
What if you?
It did
left
not
with
go
a
70
handprint
minutes,
scar
you
on
dumb
your
fuck.
chest?
I was in control for the majority of that match.
Oh, that was fun.
Why are you hating on all the Cowboys, man?
Because cowboy gimmicks are so fucking lame. There's 80 billion of them. I support Jake's crusade to kill the Cowboys.
I think I'm gonna have to have him booked on.
Hey, I'm of Native American lineage. All right, I got to get one back for my people.
Then you want to go get pilgrims, not cowboys.
No, he wants to go get diseases.
I'm working backwards chronologically. Starting with the Cowboys.
I'm looking forward to the Jake versus Smallpox match.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the setup where Jake cuts out a hole in the bottom of someone's moonshine and puts the wax seal in it, and then they go blind.
I'm waiting for Jake versus the Black Plague. It's going to be great.
Well, thank you for revealing my strategy for my rematch against Manders, you dick.
The Black Plague. So after he's killed the Cowboys, he's going after anybody with medieval gimmicks.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna start with Cowboy wrestlers. Then I'm gonna start with the Cowboys football team.
The anti-history teacher.
No, what you really need to do is go from Cowboys to Vikings. Get rid of all the fucking Vikings in wrestling, or the wannabe ones, and there you go.
Hi, Jess.
Yeah, you can't hurt.
Just get rid of Texas.
Jess.
Get rid of Texas.
I mean, I've heard they've already done a pretty good job at running Texas out of TWE.
Oh shit! All right, get some gunshots. Anyway,
I should have been the one that said that to take the brunt for y'all.
Jaden came back last night, right?
He certainly did.
Jaden is so goddamn yoked now. It's hilarious. Like it looks good on him. It's just so jarring to me because I've always seen him so tiny, and now he's got actual pecs and shit.
Well, the fucking kid had nothing to do for how many months? Waiting until he could get back in the ring? Like,
how's that new gimmick working for him?
Work in progress.
Fuck, it was over like Rover.
So, I mean, yeah, it was going to be Jaden. I liked it. There's a little fine details to work out. The Moral Compass nickname is neat. The white gear is so 2008. I love it. It's got his name right on his crotch. So fucking.
Nice.
It's
the fucking music that he sent me for this is fucking sick.
What do you
I
use?
like the dynamic of everyone.
He has like
of it in
some
black.
custom shit, I guess.
Ooh.
That was custom?
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. It didn't. I don't think the music fit him terribly well. I think that music is way too heavy for Jaden. I mean, it fits the coven.
Give it some time.
Yeah, it'll grow on you, I'm sure.
I think it'll fit. I loved his little fucking entrance motion with Rev.
Yeah.
Of them holding the skull together. Looked great. It was also the first time. Sorry, I burped. It was the first time I'd seen Brandon Kirk work a non-death match, because I'd only seen him do hardcore shit for either ICW, CZW, or GCW. And he was really fucking good without any gimmicky shit. Hit a gnarly ass Death Valley driver to Jaden on the apron.
Oh,
Ow.
that one was insane.
It was like 5 minutes into. It was sick.
Like,
anything else stand out from the show?
I like the Mackenzie Morgan and Aaron Wade match. I'd never seen Mackenzie Morgan before. And I like intergender wrestling, unlike some people on Twitter.
Here we go. Did you guys hear about this?
No, what happened?
All right. So
Oh,
they
I was a
announced
part
the
of
match
it.
with Mackenzie Morgan and Aaron Wade on Twitter, as TWE do. And some self-righteous motherfucker starts talking shit at TWE as a promotion over booking intergender matches and being like a super misogynist about it. The internet came out in droves to bury this motherfucker. They railed him so hard he quit Twitter altogether.
I heard about this. I heard about him quitting Twitter. I didn't know what it was about.
And it wasn't even just like, oh, this is a new throwaway account. This is his account he's had since 2016.
Yeah.
And he was getting flamed up so bad by the entire Southeast.
And it wasn't even like all just like TWE people. It was like TWE fans were like just fucking ranking this dude so hard. It was so good.
The best response was still the very first one that baby boy Daniel Simmons said, because the dude's username, it was like Spider Rob, I think.
Yeah, Spider Rob.
He just says, "You don't have to come, Spidey." That shit
like,
killed me.
Yeah. And no sooner did we get like the super professional "Don't feed the trolls" message. Everyone got it from Dylan. That this guy had already just deleted his shit, his whole account.
That's pretty fantastic.
It was awesome.
Good. I hate fucking Twitter trolls. I hate Twitter altogether, but
so good.
It's X now, Shane.
After all that, they went out there and had a
Twitter.
fucking banger of a match.
Oh yeah, Mackenzie rules.
I was a lot more impressed because they had worked each other a handful of shows ago, And it was all right, but this go around, granted they got a lot more time and the crowd was a lot more hot for it. Really just the whole show. The crowd was on fire.
Oh yeah, that last night could have been Pip farting on a snare drum and they were still popped for it. It's an Airheads reference. You're welcome.
Yeah, because the world needs more Airheads references.
It does.
I don't know how a movie with Steve Buscemi, Brendan Fraser, and Adam Sandler could be one of the worst movies of all time, but Airheads did their best to make it the worst movie of all time.
Hey.
Goddamn.
Airheads is a classic.
It is.
Piece of shit. You're right. I agree. This guy gets it.
Anyway, I guess it's time for Will's favorite segment.
Yeah, it's the MVPs that you wanted. Yeah, and it's of the week.
I like the new song.
What?
I wrote that by myself. I came up with it.
While you were driving with one foot? Damn, I did not expect that joke to land so hard.
I love that so much. I don't know why.
My fucking MVP of the week goes to the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship for temporarily winning the DDT Iron Man Heavy Metalweight Extreme Championship. It's been a minute
Neil
since
Jr.
we've
title
seen
got
some
over
belt
again.
on belt action. And this is the first time another belt has won the belt. The belt's won itself a couple times.
Well, it's about time the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship got over again. God damn it, everyone DDT that did it.
That's
I'm a
for
little
the record.
disappointed, Will. I thought I was expecting a flower shipment today.
Oh yeah, but then I
was
just decided to
promised
make fun of you
flowers.
instead.
That is still my favorite belt of all time, and I think that, well, this is now my podcast, needs to create a belt also and have it go up against the DDT belt.
Well, since it's your podcast, you can pay for it.
That's not how this works. I'm
what
the
was-
brains.
Well, what was the tournament belt that you and Blouse had come up with? What was it called? It had a really long name.
Oh, the Magic Friendship 3000
Mystery weight.
mystery
You-
weight. something.
How dare you
Mystery
just
weight
respect
3000.
his
I'm sorry,
memory
I-
like that.
I am still in mourning, and
The Intergalactic Mystery Weight Turbo Overdrive Championship 3000.
Yeah, there we are.
that's
now,
what
why
I
would you know that?
because he
Good
listened to the podcast before he was on it.
Never been on
How
the
do you think I
podcast?
got here? I was such an avid fan.
He won that fan contest of naming important moments of the podcast. I remember that contest, and that's how he got on
Yeah.
here.
And I recalled the moment that everyone had to give that one dude Ray CPR because he was drowning.
Gunshots, please.
Anyway, who's next? That was a knockout blow.
I'll go next. I'm gonna give my MVP of the week to the people on Twitter that got Spider Rob to quit. Suck it, nerd. I hope that guy was a fan of our show too, because like, we're just gonna bury his ass again. He'll just quit listening to podcasts because of it.
I don't know if y'all are in a position to lose another listener.
Oh.
God damn.
I
I
mean,
don't know if it's that guy will be better off. If you don't think if you don't think chicks can kick ass, fuck you. We don't want your listens.
Shane is your MVP.
I was also gonna give the co MVP to my chest because it's still pretty fucking gnarly.
Put those nipples away, you slut.
Oh, look at that shit. You can see a perfect imprint of fucking Manders' hand on my chest.
I mean, I remember
I'm dead
Rocco's
at seeing
handprint.
Katie's hand just come up with the phone and take a picture.
My MVP of the week is the internet trolls.
Spider Rob.
Yeah.
Can we name the MVP of the week the Spider Rob Memorial Trophy?
Yeah.
Woo! You'll live on in infamy, you fucking
Fuck you,
dork.
Spider Rob.
You're gonna live on in infamy, you fucking dork.
Dumb.
Richard Jenkins, you're here.
Yes.
So,
you have an
JD,
MVP?
who's your MVP of the week?
God damn. Well played. My MVP this week is going to be Akira Tozawa for that banger he put on Tuesday with Noam Dar. The hell of a match. I'm glad to see him getting featured. Anyway, that's it, right?
I have one lasting match recommendation for everyone to go and seek out. Go watch Chris Brooks versus Yuki Uno for the Coyote Openweight Championship.
Just watch every Chris Brooks match. That's a good recommendation.
Every Chris Crunk match? Got it.
I'm out.
Anyway, Jake, what do they need to do?
God damn.
Barry Spider Rob.